What is bravery? What is courage? When you do the right thing, no matter the risks. No, but hear me out. Going on in spite of fear? Sure. Doing things other people want to but wouldn't dream of? Yeah. Slaying monsters? Well, duh. But what is bravery? Is it a feeling? Can you measure it? Make a list of ingredients? Can you tell someone to julienne something and boil something else? Soft peaks, until the butter is folded with the sugar, and voila. Courage. The bravest things I ever did didn't feel brave. They didn't feel scary either. I mean, there was some of the what if going on, but I wasn't terrified. More like mildly curious about potential negative outcomes. Something like that. They didn't feel much like anything. I just did them. Didn't even think of them as brave until someone congratulated me. That was weird. Surreal. All I did was what I thought was right. Is that bravery? But then I think, well, this is something I'd never have done a year ago, no matter how much I wanted to, so I suppose that's brave. Except it's so anticlimactic. There's supposed to be a swelling soundtrack, probably some trumpets. Definitely some trumpets. What kind of movie do you take my life for? A French horn for a few noble notes. I'd probably strike a pose for an invisible camera. But no, all I did was send an email and then make lunch. Or decide again that, yeah, this writing thing is that important to me. 4 years of making that decision is bravery? I guess maybe that, and the email. The sandwich definitely wasn't. That was just a sandwich. It tasted nice, though. Just a sandwich, though. I just did them. I broke up with Very last week. Maybe it's time to break up with Just. Just does not imbue your words with confidence. Just says you don't really believe what you say. Fine. It was a sandwich. I did the things. Oh, now I'm hungry. But is it allowed to be bravery if it feels so ordinary? Is it allowed to be love if there aren't flower petals? Is it allowed to be inspiring if I said it without really thinking? Or after it always being part of my thoughts? I get this uncomfortable feeling when people congratulate me, say the nicest things about me. All I want is to get off the thing they've put me on. Please, look at someone else. I didn't do anything special, promise. I didn't do anything anyone else here couldn't have also done. I sent an email. I set a priority. Please, you do this all the time. It's really not that amazing, I promise. And then they try to explain it, but I'm like, no, really, I don't have any qualifications or skills you don't. Please, it's not that special. It's really not. Part of me says, Taya, you need to learn to take a compliment. Another part of me says, but I don't want to be arrogant. Which means I need a new definition of bravery. Because I need one that can be me without, I don't know. I'm 5 feet tall. When people start looking up at me, it's because they've fallen or physics broke. And all I want to do is bring them back to their feet because this is so weird. I mean, if bravery is my new normal, I'll take it, but can we not talk about it? I feel like Leonardo da Vinci in Ever After. Yes, I shall go down in history as the man who opened a door. Life is so much easier when people write all the witty one-liners for you, and I imagine. Like, if I were brave, why would I be this uncomfortable right now? Maybe the compliments we have the hardest time taking are the ones we have the hardest time believing. There are so many times I gave up. So many things I wanted to say but was too scared or hurt to. So much I wanted to do. Only to turn around and walk away at the first sign of rejection and wonder, what if? What would my life look like if I'd insisted on being in drama class in grade 10? If I'd insisted on trying out for Helen Keller and didn't take no for an answer, that role I'd secretly wanted to play for years? But the teacher expressed doubt at the timing of it. The semester was already underway, and I walked away sadly instead. What would my life look like if I'd insisted on speaking in chapel, saying to the pastor who told me he didn't think I could hold people's attention for more than 10 minutes, I know I can. Watch me. I've done hour-long presentations since that were a blast for everyone involved, but I let his doubt become my own that day because I was unproven, and I knew it. And I hated that I wouldn't give myself the chance to prove it to myself, that I could do the things I knew that I could do. So sending an email is brave? I wish I'd had that bravery when I was younger. I wish I'd believed in myself enough to show people what I already knew was true. I wish I'd said things instead of walked away. I wish it could be better now. I wish I could have known what I do now and just believed in myself. It could have been so simple. I've done stupid, stubborn things since. 2 prerequisite waivers, made a class happen for me after it got cancelled, published 4 books even though I still can't pay rent with any of them. Told myself you can even when I was sure I couldn't, and applied for jobs. Got booths at conventions, gave workshops and presentations, edited that darn book after 3 years of being terrified of it, graduated without debt, made a webcomic, wrote this poem. But every time someone tells me you're brave, I see 15-year-old me walk away from the drama teacher with a broken dream in my heart, and all I want to do is cry. Maybe being brave is finally letting her go and being who I am now instead.